Ekosiisen dwumadi no asogu so a utie no ma yena mu nyina ase 30 minutes after 5 we have an hour more to go to the end of our show. Yeah, discussion segment no Bremo sponsored by Weber Call, also Weber We Care, Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Fie, Dependable Herbal, and Emma Ross Limited. In your queen the discussion segment no Apremo. I mean for we in trim. On Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. That should be today. There was a fire outbreak at the building complex that houses our Kissaman branch near the Achimota, near Achimota in the Greater Accra region. The fire, which was detected at 5:11 a.m., was successfully extinguished by personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service with the support of the security services and the community. There was no casualty during and after the fire outbreak. The Kissaman branch of GCB Bank will, however, not open for business today to allow for further assessment of the extent of damage to the building, as well as safety measures aimed at protecting staff and customers. Customers in and around Kissaman branch are advised to use Adome, Achimota, Hacho, Jowulu, Abelempe, Tantra Hill, Abekala Pass, Legon, Tetekwashi, and any GCB Bank branch of their choice for their banking business. Customers are also encouraged to make use of our alternate channels, including internet banking, GCB mobile banking, ATMs, and G-Money mobile wallet. We shall inform customers of any new development. GCB, your bank for life. In the GCB Chuma, one branch of Kissaman, a bear chimota, Ejatumu, ene anopeya. Fast service, Robert Boy, Mumudum, Jan Kama, and Yadu be a prayer away, Jenny. One can with statement in discussion. There's a gun show.
What we are thinking of is our deposit. No shower.
No, that's the other thing that a lot of these banks, no, say what pona won't keep Scour Bank or Moboa. Oh, no one found go Bank of Ghana.
They have vaults. The minimum while well are they
protected.
Yeah.
Some of them cry or fireproof now. You know, into at least as far as we are concerned, it's a KBN show. Into where a customer be rest assured, say we seek our and say GCB for say now we save you and as we do Juma ewa Kissaman branch na eja tomu and enya di omo ye Juma and omugu so ehwe ade adi eja no ebae no mo hu nioma eja na say ene ade nti samre mu de opesa woni GCB di Juma na wo Kissaman area ho a Kodome branch no Achimota Acho Jowulu Abelempe Tantra Hill Abekala Pass Legon Tetekwashi and a GCB Bank branch bia wo de wa opesa wo ko di Juma no ko ne kokodi Juma enye no nkomo ATMs ne ye Juma GCB mobile banking one internet banking one mobile wallet G-Money ni nyina ye Juma enti de ebesi bia no so mbema Ghana fo nyina so atenti mo me yenhye ne nso na yentu ho anamon kama na bibia entumi enkoye yeguso kasa na nso no ene mu amu si dan a wadu time e wo se wo fixe wo washroom ene wo kitchen ne sa na wanioma no me kanfo Emma Ross home decor at the amount omo ye sales Emma Ross home decor sales is here in the open you maybe say Ariston water heater and water heater I'm sorry Ariston the end there papa made in Italy all sizes here will be PPR fittings angle valves air valves chrome stop cork and the account made in Italy yatombi stainless steel kitchen sinks ebi ho cabinet basins and taps shower boot of different sizes ideal standard straight and corner bath, bathroom and kitchen for set, taps of pure chrome stainless steel against fade and rust. Your quality WCs and wash hand basins, beautiful bathroom accessories of different models. Enti Emaros the beautiful shower unit. Niomani de bebre. Yawo Achimota. Adjacent the Kantanka Automobile Showroom, opposite the Achimota Goyle Filling Station, Ubehuyen Ewo, Uokumasen Swa Patasi Police Depot, Jinyasi Road, Ubehuyen Ewo, Fre 0559 650 682 0559 650 682. Yamau 2 years warranty, so auto and your money be Imaros. A promotion of our shame, that your money so na wanya nneɛma papa etumi ato chairman Allotey Jacobs atena se what in Canada oh what's the Jinyasi road Patase police depot on the Jinyasi road
nti oma me better me get some controversy and provoke baby a police depot one
yes
oye Patase na oye kwadaso we should know this
no police depot near Patase o
police
Patase
Mobo. I mean, my travel for so many years. Maybe so.
No, but as far as I know,
the opposite of the police depot is not Patase. Down is Suntraso. Then, in between Patase estates, because Patase Nangasan, or and Javoda for Fu, Ajizo, Master, or Patase. Mass in Janin or Quinchu Berma. Otun was in Sulas, the chief of Adas.
Yes.
And let's look at it geographically.
Yeah, Francis also said a why Patase. Ain't he? Because men
also why Patase.
Yeah, baby, police the pony Patase. I'm a mamma corner the wo fufu.
No, fufu no, yes, it is that. A man depot in China.
Yes.
Never was Atebina first, second, third house. No, Joe also, why Patase?
Yeah, also
well.
Fufu near the brutal. And Tinyame Adoma this weekend, in Yeba Kumase. And Obi a honey a fearful fufu no. Yeah, that's a fearful fufu, yes. That's a fearful fufu or Patase. Inti. Omo duane de kama.
Is Patase you know.
Oh wenyin pa efie fufu in
these days I one estate go won see.
Oh. Enti nyame ya adomo a sentence bar for says senior the police depot is at Patase. Thank you. Enti we'll visit that place over the weekend. Nyame ya adomo ne yeko Kumasi a yebeko yenye duru Hong Kong there why not.
No, I
Patase. That whole place is Patase. A whole way CC up. In the Ekosiisen Sunni, make us say chairman of the Jacobs and a Modican attendant Kano. Sounds na former DCE, Upper Dintra West District in the Central Region. Deen at the Ambrose Ashia. Ashia, sorry. Last week, Obekaya who were ending in Yamiadum, Waba Ambrose, Aquaba na pom to saying.
Obi Yamiadum, Senior Deviana Mecano, Yakupon, Onya Muda. Senior Ne, and Akufa Doniba, Mia, Adigan, Dura, I had it in Deen. Would then Yanina Mujadu Mofusania. Na what to Yum Ashia Radiano Yam. We did my parcel so here, or Bushing a phone here. We don't know many now here. Adom. That's what to say. Adom. So here. Grandmaster, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Ain't
welcome.
Yeah. Honorable Ambrose Ashia na moten in Kano. In the Central Region for him no na oye DC ewo Upper Dintra West. In the SWAL NDC administration. Yeah, say a deputy communications director for the NPP and board member of TOR, Kamal Deen Abdulai.
Kamal, that's who your board member of TOR.
And half a way new one.
First
one no need TOR.
First, I know one.
They a bust.
First, no bust. And you under just a fan won't hold man or you.
Kamal Deen Abdulai.
The full crown.
Alhajina at the same.
Well, me Obi. Mischief be honoma.
Yes.
So I'm early in the morning now back towards the late evening. Etimi bana se wan hwe ya. We dey sami okune kan ase. Was it wan hwe you be gray hair by force. Because ye dey beto so ama. Ebi ni say honorable Ashia ka say me fukura nko matarium.
Propaganda.
Obi tia we say madidi amen. I think my best bet is not to have hair. And otherwise, my hair before I leave here, I will have gray hair. Whoa. So I just say Obi is exciting to be here again. Now, Minchia with TF4 ne Uncle Allotey Jacob also. Honorable me who watch it.
But Kamal weekend is all be Kumasi, right?
Yes, I'm hoping to be there.
You have to.
Yeah.
What is happening there?
On your Black Stars in Nigeria match now. On your Friday.
To be there.
Enter scores now. That scores will drop.
It's just that Matisse are more defenders than strikers.
Oh,
I don't know how true that is. Oh yes, that's what I heard. And now Nigerians are more strikers than defenders
and midfielders. Who score them?
Oh, the former Central Region.
Oh, Kwame Duncan. Oh, okay. This weekend, Why and Wayne?
Why you know one Mabo? That's where he comes from.
Okay. Enti honorable Kwame Duncan utie ayema yako oni ebusuani nyina.
Na Obi discussion segment. Tambene
udu ha.
No. It is because of the inconsistencies that some of us maybe
yes,
because I have been monitoring. Your interview went until 4:30 something before we interviewed with Dr. Tio.
Come on, you were not here.
No, I'm saying that. Why? It is when you tell us a production, no, you better say 4 o'clock.
What time did the producer give you to get here?
The producer didn't give me time. Was any issues? That's all he did. Maybe
Enti what's happening is na only ha na yeni hunting na ugusu a we discussion na say ye buy and habitwa so.
Mo buy such a man to real studio ha no na ye wrap it up.
Dabi
busa no.
Obi a waton time a uji sika de see dey dan hu kwabra na te say me a ubu time ni gu na.
Oh dabi we say yanton na enye paid for interview.
Na say interview we di kwachire busa question bebiri say ya banyina na eti. Me banyina na me. Enti ya na de me ne kama ya adwo.
It was a very educative interview.
Yeah, I think
highly educative interview. This is the thinking Ghanaians must have. Honestly, there's nothing no issue. I am saying that it is a very educative.
Educative. Very
educative. You can't. The Bianca Allotey Jacob says this, and we tend to do so much politics with it. My point is that, look, on any day, and ne cry make say, you can say, Nanado, the president of the Republic of Ghana, can say, okay, Maja Kunyano, John Mahama Betnaso, ne man in Ghana for 2 weeks. To be honest with you, he will not have an immediate panacea. No, he will not. And they are done and about one kwasem. Listen to the insight of the man. No, Dr. Tio spoke.
I'll come to you. I'll come to you and then.
Oh, don't do this. Mommy, what am I answer? You listen to the wisdom the man espoused. Nisemo okaye. Obisan ye fango honsem. Devoid of politics, ya fango. Now bisa no question a very very important say. Ghana fango na ye nya no. Ye den esika na e de man ya na say fango na e de man. O say dey be fango na e de man na eton. Ananya san no kai. And I say, na wo bisa no a very important question say na de na what tema oil refinery wo honoma. Na enka yentimi refine your oil wo honom. Na enka ya nya value. Na enka internally kwa no ye wo. You know that kind of thing. Other products. Is it your refining so it's not about only PMS and AGO. There are other products to the end. But you see, he raised this idea of say the difficulty we have with our refineries, and of course, it's not only peculiar to Ghana. It's an African problem, which I feel say yantimi an confronting such a problem head on. Then of course, yankasa ya hire
Asempa FM.
Okay, yankasa ya hire home. It is about time. The last time I checked, multimedia interview ICT teacher. Ebisano, what is the meaning of ICT? It was difficult to give definition. Teacher no also all chradie. And that is the kind of quality we're talking about. The last time I check here, uko to agari alonka. Market forces na ehon. Na ye de alonka na si ho. Na ya bo ase. Na basoro. Se be ya obenya half. Onya value for money. The last time I check yes, a granite person idea soupy. A bimot to me called top flour.
It's some
that mix it. That is a subanya ye war as a country. Yen to me addressing some of these things. Ye we are near the name now to politician back also. You see, and Dr. Tio also made an observation. Also, there are indices to check the waste in the system. See hospital. Where hospital you use for the purpose and you use. Look, I am telling you, go to most of the regions and see abandoned projects, completed projects.
I know and chairman, and
it's a problem.
That thing, I think the central region leads.
It's terrible.
Abandoned market away.
Abandoned, you just
central region. Hey.
And that's the kind of country we are running, and nobody's seeing that one. Obi eti honum wakoto car no efa nipa 3 e wo trotro mu wa force ama car no seat no efa 5 uba wa force was atinam uko car was a fuel boy Deen. No, I am telling you, see, that is the kind of attitude, and we are not seeing all these ones. You can want them. Yes, sorry, and Kamal, MPP ni, Samije via NDC ni, and now you see that is all we can do. I am saying that. Not until we are able to be disciplined and responsible as a people. Not even an angel will become the president and will not complain. That's our problem.
It's true. Thank you, Kamal, for those initial remarks.
When a seraphic angel was leading the Israelites to the land of Canaan,
some people complained.
They were complaining.
I was saying, Obi, me are very interested in academia.
Yes.
So what you say? Yes. And the Sabi Obi o woni mde sano woni ni dinkita ho na wo kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm a ma dwene kyerɛ me sɛ ɛsɛ fata enam ni kwan mu anisa. But within our scheme of things, say a be political economy.
Political economy. Yeah, he made that
you
point.
must get the politics right.
Yes.
And one thing I about discuss politics, because political economy is one special sphere. Matter what you say. And did you now discuss no economics in Ghana now discuss it. Now discuss political economics.
Absolutely.
Except so no economics he shied away from discussing the nuanced political economy issues in the conversation. But otherwise, why? Come on. Bramo Power 2016. There now, Oman Benini, a Gufuado, anybody me, Omanka. No. And me I will speak about the movers and shakers and policymakers in the area of economics. For instance, now only know discussing about oil. Once you catch it, say your friend say, the last amortization, a course relative to oil process, a scale modi $1.5 billion. Professor Ambrose and your mama by Nigeria, or a trouble gas project. The biggest factory in Ghana, factory being where as such as our factory now, your mama and your friend say, Professor Ambrose, and it's a we and $300 million. Anke ya de be crack gas about one cancer. These are the facts. Deen and Kufuado ni ba omia, or one cancer or mobile on bay. The question is, have they done better? Have they not done better, please? I can take you to a big no. So what you say? Omonya dear, or Mamma may I. And we will always continue to discuss some of these things. Now, Bakubi now on Eka. And also, once one yard, when is me book do direct.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Now we say, Nanka, economy no ya until COVID and Russia. A bit boom.
Utie me question now.
Now question
is government spokesperson I say aban amayati say they did well in 2017, in 2018, in 2019 until 2020 are COVID by.
Yes,
and I say eba from your friend is saying Russia, Ukraine, so abba. That's the narrative government has put out. And on car say 2017, 2018, the figures looked good. But in 2019, Nyoma started say.
Let me tell you why. Just a short. No. Just no. That is his view. I say I disagree.
Okay.
Let me give you a short analysis.
Okay.
In 2015, Anna NDC abano ye adwene say obehia IMF moa no kwarimuni ahobrase mu ka kire Ghana for say bebe ya duru abusuafo nyoma ayede. Nti yebekọ senchi na yakotua na amọ ne yahwe say yebetumi aye homegrown policies a ebeboa omanya. The identity buy because ye nyina nim say dum so. Na dum so nye problem adon mama na NDC na dey buy. Dum so na a lack of investment in our power sector adon mama na ehunsu so aso obesia no. Yen any investment or America power and no can we are away. For period there course on economic growth, particularly industry. At the same time, now your benchmark crude buo say benya something within the region of $67 per bar. 2015 near 45, 47, 48. And no kahuna about the price stabilization levy ni ba ya. Omo pass the Energy Sector Levies Act 899 say. Yemfa says he cannot do baby na ahon kire bana yenya sika free oil ni mane ya de ya de aboa ye ho. Ano so ka so kan ho asem. Say sa sika no ekogu price stabilization levy ni mu no. E sika ho betimi ahia asen ka betimi de aso ya asene. Enso enye sa na akufo ado aban eni ba omia ede ye. Wa mo akufo ado ne ba omia di because of academic. But that is it.
No, but he made the point say sa sika no. Yeah, they rather than using some for cushioning, no, you'd need subsidies for RFO and premix.
Was that the intention?
It was part.
Was that the intention?
Absolutely.
No, was that the
for
intention?
Price stabilization and recovery levy.
Non-intention.
It was one subsidies and two cushioning when things
get difficult. Say a larger chunk. That was the intention, but a larger chunk are called recurrent expenditure. Page 24 of the 2020 budget.
And by recurrent, you mean paying of subsidies, no?
Paying of sometimes salaries and the rest. Recurrent expenditure.
That evidence we don't have.
You don't have. Go and look for it. I'm telling you. No. But why do you hold it? I'm telling you a fact and you are saying it's not true.
No,
you
but
bring you facts.
It cannot be factual if you don't have the evidence to show now.
But what have I told you?
What's it?
Page 20 of the page 24 of the 2020 budget.
2020?
Yes. Let me move on and make a point.
Okay.
Obi. So you call IMF for basically two things. For policy credibility and a fiscal space to do other things. Obekaya you caught $918 million no. And then this in the first tranche no kwa na ye dey e ba ye. Brian Verti osafuma for so omo be twa IMF program ni mu. So okaya. What did they do? Nan ko say program no end June 18th, 2018. Almost extending for another year. Because they themselves were struggling to meet the target set in our facility. Program no ekoji. Stability no our cancer omunya no 2017, 2018 was because of the enhanced credit facility. Na yakwa akoje e wo IMF.
Na carryover effect.
Yes, na carryover effect. It was the program no go ye pe. And at the vulnerabilities of the economy, as I say, issue. And now, I say, as I say, 2019, because otherwise, my mention was about. In 2019, see the new depreciated by 12%. Check it.
In 2019,
the average city depreciation to the dollar was 12%. In 2016, now 9%. I'm doing a comparative analysis.
Okay, in 2019, right?
Yes.
In 2019, it was rather 14.81%.
Even higher.
Yeah, in 2016, it was 10.68%.
So it means even no. Okay. Why were 2019 and 2016?
Yes.
What's about year? Say 10 and about year 14.
10.6.
So it even means it even accentuates my point better. Now 2016, let's see better. Now who didn't go sort of change 2019. And this obi catch them say COVID-19 e kwa hu ye hia mu a me gidi nyina dia enye yi.
But in 2020, in the peak of COVID, the strength of the city did quite well because in 2020 now you 4.9%.
Again, it accentuates my point. It's just a COVID. High economy ni bebre say ya na kufu ado money ba me mu akodwa na agina chire as an excuse no. Because even in 2020, one project a tax revenue of 45 billion Ghana cedis. We are say omunya 47 billion Ghana cedis. During COVID, the American one say sa assertion say COVID-19 ye bu nkotodwe. COVID-19 ye si ye trase. COVID-19 economy kwa ahuyehiem no obi megitumu a enyeye. Na wo kan Ukraine. The man of Russia invaded Ukraine and then almost 1 month. And then 23rd, or invaded Ukraine on the 24th of your friend say 24th of February. Obibeka oil, I could partly agree. But say now I know busado tatu. You're a net exporter of oil. And there's a cross balancing effect of increases in oil prices and a reduction. Me can also catch us in 2014. A price of a barrel of oil, a barrel do 45. I could afford any about me at time. We've been to almost Sada and call from Sada. What do you check the records?
Yeah, but that was when SPT was introduced, the special petroleum tax.
Yes.
To make room for
yes.
Yeah.
I been until oil price a call from man and this need your mom. You see, Yaria a ball, Cocodebia, Kukusaku, we and a ball Cocodebia and Gwenyanqua. And the dream be no cautious, and your more incompetence. Chronic corruption, I'm a kufu the neighbor me.
Okay.
And the issues be of her anyway.
Ambrose, we initially
the issues be of her. Issues be of her. Ye can't, yan can't croon.
Okay.
Yan can't croon. Ye, yan 7. Then I was always about debt. The issue of debt.
Or Kasa extensively about debt. I mean, the biggest challenge he's found with this administration here, debt and debt
from
management.
From 2017 and now see a free 2019 come. No, I'm sure I said almost build the debt. When you say Euro bond issuance, a canoforia tani a kufu the neighbor me almost policy can see back. 70% of our Euro bonds from 2007 up to this time. When you say kufu ne di kanji Euro bond, they can 750 million euros. And no setekpa ne di sinking fund buy a disc gumwa. Your mama, yeah, amortize it as scanning in 2017. 70% of Euro bonds are yajina under John Mama time. Euro bonds me and sape. Opa check it. Only on 3 occasions. 70% of the yaji sesia ano. Eye kufu adoni ba omia bisia o mabo. Enti unse no workers bisia no sha ase se ekosoro no. Na yaji ye tax revenue nyina. Ye di kotua nsihu. Ne de bia tua sika no ayaje na de fe na amortization de aso. Enti yaji ye tax no a ne ye de nyina kotua bisia. Du me bi nso a ne ya borrow. Ndi wan so osi borrow ni bi wo ho a ye de retard debt. Enti wo hwe de kufu adoni ba omia. Kenoforiata. Amani omdi ya kumpa so manya. Enfia bi wo ho a wo se ye de omugusu ni twa mu mfia papa.
Ambrose, you are talking about the first and second gentlemen of the me pacho. Enye parable bi a na ye kan me pacho. Chairman Allotey, Maminteo. Any reactions, opinions to interview and the economic discussion generally?
I mean, it's all about the interview you had with Dr. Achampo.
Yes.
It's about us as Ghanaians. He has expressed his view based on his educational background,
absolutely,
his knowledge in that field. Now, Mobiara can educate gum can abozo Ganya and Abobluja. Over there, you are singing a best song. Look, people are thinking about how they will live. And this is not the first time we've experienced economic downturn. It's been in this country for very long. And a nation in crisis will be looked upon by outsiders as to how they will raise their heads above levels. Like I'm saying, you do me, I do you.
Man no go verse.
Yes. Yeah, Brethren. And these are the statistics that we are being told. You do not them, you do not them. But let's ask ourselves, in spite of all these difficulties, are we not eating? Are we not going to work? Then you go beyond your country to look at other jurisdictions. Is it the same song that is being sung in America, in Britain, in Western democracies that brought democracy to Africa? You need to be asking yourself about all these things. How united are they? How do they come together to resolve and to solve issues? What are the suggestions are was it to go to stabilize whatever difficulties that they are having. In the Treasury Secretary or the Chancellor of the Exchequer or may deliver what he's going to do, tax increases on the rich, what are the taxes for the poor, the needy? How do we cushion them? Because once the Chancellor of the Exchequer work there, there are going to be food price increases. And this is how we govern a country. And the Labour Party comes in and criticizes. More criticism was very constructive, not necessarily criticisms like what the Republicans are doing in America. Biden, them. What have you done with it? Has the money sunk into nowhere? And then they are looking at the Ukrainian war. How do we fit into it? Being the leading superpower. Yeah, superpower. Yeah, in there. Yeah, adi. Maye benyezi, maye benyashe. Maye butumi yeza for here trotro. What are the solutions to the problems? Government has come out. Also, IMF is not a solution, but that they are going to release $2 billion to cushion the economy. Yes, everybody is happy because dollar no cross. It was as a result of panic buying, normal dollar or cross. But when you bring in money, you turn in a way to help in how to cushion the economy, how to bring the liquidity, how to mobilize liquidity from the system, so that once the dollar falls, then the cedi becomes more powerful. In a way, there, every entrepreneur, businessman, every industrialist, with the exception of the importers, will go into the treasury stock exchange to invest into the treasury market. And you educate the Ghanaians about how to go on the stock market, how to buy shares. But a country of people are pure foreign imports who want to enjoy Exeter. Exeter not made in Bogatanga. Bogatanga Exeter factory now what year in. Mostly in the Abane Juma. Ewa wonsia wochunu fom.
Ochun dade.
Wochun dade. Oti there excuse me baby awadi Kamal Deen akwe. Oye to. Kwame Kumanto has never been successful. Until you ask yourself what is happening. Why Thor? They're a very strategic industry. Obotuma Bois, the Ghanaian economy within the west coast of Africa. Look at it today. And see, in Yangasa as Ghanaians, we like to criticize. We know everything. We don't have solution to anything. But you see, every politician will want to come to power. Every opposition will want to be in power. And see, whatever it takes that opposition person to convince the subitafrache, the innocent and the ignorant masses, they will do it just to win power. But at the end of the day, where do we end? I mean, Masam has to do with road accidents.
Oh.
You see, sometimes you give us topics.
Issues, no.
Yeah. Go and bring experts here to discuss the issue that you presented to us. I'm not an expert in economics.
That's something that the experts be.
You know, I know about Kenya. See, you been but look, within a matter of 2 weeks,
Nipa wewu.
What? It's unprecedented.
And that didn't put it was mind-boggling. Certainly that.
Yeah, it's Asamasa. Yeah, Commentator. And see, look, what is happening on our roads. That's what we need to talk about. From Kumasi, indeed the Kumasi accident by Impa 2 weeks. Previously, Impa 6 Impa 9, Impa Dam, just the same Kumasi Accra road. Now, aren't you going to provoke the civil engineers? There. One of what designer foreign aid was to construct a road in. At the end of the day, foreigners now wobble construct a road in. They depend on the designs of Ghanaian engineers or Ghanaian civil engineers. So you ask us, what is happening? What is happening there? Asamasa, Kef Kakreba, Ziko, Obi Yimichina. And the time I also soon there was nobody around. And see, motorists are watching no the tally or the original. But Impa 14.
No nipa in the Ford no where is 16. In fact 15 plus the 2-year-old no 2-year-old no into 16 and tipper track now or the aboreba no. Also driver and mate 2 into what 18 people perished in that accident. When you now wash.
Let me say this. The tipper cars now 20 cubic in 22 cubic in 30 cubic. Me Ghanaian drivers in general. Sometimes I should say the drivers are Ghana or Abadam.
Oh, Abadam then.
I'm telling you.
That's not true general.
I mean, me drive most time. Me drive Accra Cape Coast Road. Yeah, the big buses. Me mention names. The transport buses I can see foolish driving on our roads from Accra to Cape Coast. They don't care. I'm telling you, they don't care. Maybe in the grind. From Accra to Cape Coast, there was 77 cabs. Yeah, some of the curves are long curves. Even though you're careful, but we never require an bend. Inside one dream, one day we can do an overtaking. In the brow,
you come nipa.
There, in the drivers are one of them. We fit a quasi, we bank. Ford drivers. Moya in the wabba bank. And see, our elbow or the conjunct. Nesa wusu ewo wukalim ne enyi obi front passenger ne enyi ni reason komo na sha no jede odo bi awu
so Ford na ofitakwa o we fitakwa we twem takrade asemasa enti mo amutie yen no enro accident e breaki wa hama no ba videos no on nipa na e Ford ne mu nyina obi a hye
and them get your last week aya bo abonsam no onugbo efu there enyama onyimu na was Asian. Yeah, a driver kills. Yeah, actually overtaking or yeah, we don't pass it. Do ko comment Kisi and Air Commander Junction. In him very well. There overtaking or your cocoa. Then you overtake the other car. Say car no ofi Commander Junction now or but don't pass it by incident. Answer no obu kafin in and say you overtaking a monya in there or then you crash in the Impa 35 and we are still not learning lessons. I hear cars in Libya or Cote d'Ivoire cars cargo cars I can see utumu loda makani pocha amachi mirbe car be for a view to mungo. Me muslo me ben me say you a stupid driver. Was a master sorry. Yeah, Mobaka in there sorry. But the way it is unfair triangle, I happen to get closer to the driver. You know, me ban oil overtaking. But how can this happen? Look, something last week here, but can't the same thing. Yes, look, there is the need for Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Energy, TUC, and other transport unions. there is the need to stop this thing once and for all. They are killing us.
Yeah.
I mean, Mama town, I'm going
I'm for Wododo. Chairman,
she's a petrol honorable from. And say, if you were pump dollars, and say, our aim there, you have to cut your quota according to your size. Now cut so that when it pass by, you will say yes. Once upon a time, you had them problem.
Okay. Kamal Deen, Ochana, the finance minister is speaking to the country. What expectations are you doing?
Well, Obi, I'm say, ya shas ya kra on yan kasa any a fire economy and how we handling ourselves. My expectation is that yenina jetum yetei say times are hard. The economy isn't going the way yenina fi senke say echo. And factors and our causative factors has actually been alluded to. You can't COVID as him. And of course, speaking to the likes of Dr. Tio when he mentions how Yankasa problem bitimisi na enam globalization tino na yenina collaterally we would have that
Effect.
Effect. Secondly, me de bia me can't be say we are overburdening our governments. And when I say our governments, I'm not just relying on MPP government alone. I'm talking about even past governments. Then again, thirdly, yanuma yedi tumi amao ana yedi juma amao nye tumi nkoa. Yanfani say the technocrats and the public officers are also muye juma no. Dudwana tichu omo by merit need to take certain decisions to save certain institutions of this country. Nanka Bebe Edri will not be where we are today. The good example is what Uncle Allotey Jesukop said. If 1963, up to 1965, we set up an institution like TOR. Okay, when there are refineries also set up in La Côte d'Ivoire and other countries, same facility around that same time we set it up, which is working. Somebody will tell you when you go to Nigeria about 4 of such institutions don't work. That should not be, an excuse. And the expectation now will be some largely depends on our attitude. Largely. Government the measures the policies eto honoma. Se meno wa an niechi amfa nye juma emwa oman. But first of all, mamenko agriculture. My expectation is that rainy season emuna ekwe. By April going to May, going to June, now farmers will be on their fields. What is the intervention? What is the arrangement? Said near happened last year now, and I'm COVID into some importation of certain farm inputs in terms of fertilizer and all that, anti-man ban. This time round, what is the arrangement? Say, be making sure say fertilizer and other inputs the agricultural sector of the economy will help cushion us and help boost the economy. What will be some of these measures put in place? That is one. My expectation, I'm looking towards that. Say, be adequate supply of fertilizer and other inputs are meant for farmers. Because economy agric base mostly. Because northern part of Ghana, for example, close to 80-something% of the populace there are engaged in peasant farming. And that is how they fend. That is how they live. Now, if we don't have what will cushion them to move on, the hardship will continue. 2, what are we doing? Of course, global. Ensure that any Ghana. which we know over comparative analysis, over advanced countries, the prices of a liter of, let's say, PMS, which is petrol, and then Igo, which is diesel, no, over prices now. Obviously, Ghana cry will low. Of course, except in West Africa, some other countries are. If you say Ghana is a bit higher than them, but even that margins are not any higher. They say a global problem, MIA. But of course, will there be a way for government to cushion that? You're hearing him, and we're praying for that. Now, my brother talks about the forex market. Honorable Ashia talks about the forex market, and I see, I depreciate it last time by some percentage. This time, he's trying to say, maybe some mismanagement didn't go, or it's going on. But of course, that again, because of Yankasa Yenim, say if there is shortage of the hard currency in the system, a bigger problem for ourselves, because there will not be constant supply of the dollar, and that will actually automatically push prices of such commodity or such hard currency up. But you see, I wrote something somewhere in 2017, and my concern was the black market. Meaning, I am telling you, say, government upon governments, whether NDC government or NPP government, the black market takes advantage of the forex market in this country. No, please, I'm making a point. The black market takes advantage strongly. Why? Do you know, say, ubetimako black market and go and have access to dollar? Obikuta dollar done demo another baby or the black market fund. Many animals will you surprise can supply you over $1 million at a go. But you go to a bank or you go to an institution which is supposed to be paying taxes, licensed by Bank of Ghana, that institution doesn't have a dollar there. Again, boils down to our attitude. And I'm asking, should it continue like that? So our attitude here, black market is now fortified against the main market and forex market no, okay? We have allowed it to fester.
Yeah, but I want to fight black market.
Yes.
No? And yeah, just about the attitude of the people.
It's about measures.
What is the legal regime you put in place?
I know.
And enforce same to deal with the situation. We can embark on the moral suasion trying to appeal to a man for conscience. The Alba say, "Obi a criminal or no conscience, dead and buried."
I am saying that the legal regime you spoke about
is
not lacking in the system.
So let's implement it.
We do have, but you see, you made a second point: enforcement of same. Why? We have all the fine laws in this country sitting in our books. All the laws you can think of. You just go and look at the organic laws that we have passed in this country. You are a law student. The written laws from Parliament. Look, A to Z, every single action. I deserve a mra ewo Ghana hano. Ye was amra no da hono. But we do not work with it. And that is why I did not limit it to only this government. And I said that governments from the fourth Republican Constitution, we have suffered this. Because what is driving that? The attitude of get rich quick. That is what I'm saying is attitude. The young man who wants to become somebody, mindset ne say, and now me konye jumaya obisa question say betu ya mahe. I know people who from say juma wa how e was say me phone for CV bra. First question we be say akatweni ya he. Onokwa is not even telling me how he's going to put in his effort to help that particular work. Or bisa who can say ABI 900 and at 700 or say na there me meanwhile what how onye juma. Are you understanding me? That's the attitude we have. And that is why I'm saying, say, it is about attitude generally. I made a point earlier on, say, correct teacher for, with all respect to all teachers, there are good ones among them. There are very good ones among them. But I'm telling you, go to our villages, go to our rural areas, interview teachers, engage them in the language that they use to teach the children. I am telling you, some of them cannot construct 3 good sentences at a go. Yet, adding value to himself, I will say no, a problem. So the innate value of ourselves as a people is something we need to question. And my expectation tomorrow is something that measures no background. Yan kasan timamofono. Say yan fight ye near ye suban and fan 2 year. whatever comes will not work with it. The last time I had the opportunity of being in New York, and a friend was driving with me around. And I'm mechanic say, ne dear crana, I had no man who say, Ubia, you see public train, no, no, say, it's expensive to rather drive in the States. Let me say, or say, do I know, say, Omuto Gasa, Omuto gas, petrol, no, also Omuto Gasa. You have some certain percentage of Utia and Manipana will use public transport. No? Just to discourage you from even using your cars. You see, and when you ask, your friend is saying, economists know better than say, doctor.
Yeah, doctor.
No, he made a point. Or say, Ubisan say, I don't think they subsidize the fuel. No. And I'll say, look, sometimes subsidy also subsidize a rich man.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm telling you, so some of these measures are buying koya. Yeah, politicians will sit down because I'm not in power. I want to still feel say, Mami make an argument so that I can get votes. But a buying if he say me subsidize the krana, nipa he and a waka. Femi Krum, what am I from Nanton? You can drive the entire throughout Nanton constituency or the district. I am telling you, the likely say obe share car ba krano. Skabakun, just drive, start driving.
The whole district.
The Uber drive.
Cars,
Untimi share 5 cars.
From Nanton
Debbie,
to Karaga.
Nan. Because
5 cars.
Me say what share no 4 cars. You see, and that is the point. That is how the level of.
But today is different.
Yes. But I'm telling you, sir. Of course, I'm just from there.
Yeah.
I came in yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You understand? I go home a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that is the situation in some of the villages we have. I'm just using Nanton as a case study because that is my backyard. So if, of course, you tell me, say, what reducing fuel? Nipa hine want me conscious of more fuel, I bet I feel effective. That's the question I'm asking. But if you come towards Tamale, the big cities, come to Dakrade, come to where, and even within the big cities, the only people are making say be kushino muka kry bet ma poor person public transport. What just here? Now I ask the question. That great idea, the laudable idea of ensuring mass public transport systems, where is it? Me, if I have my own way, measure mokina. Wow, if you say, oh, so car biano. You see, recently we did something on this car say, oh, the bad duty be or honor what they so. You know how people rose up against it. And Ghanaians go to America because that place gas is expensive and the management of such cars are expensive. Nobody wants to use it. Obia using a small car. I checked at Westminster in UK. I'm telling you, can't even drive a V8 and get a parking space. Now they do Hanuma. You see, in a town we are all culpable. You see Kamal driving a V8. You see Allotey driving a V8. And this V8 America who has me, workers and MPs and whoever are all in it in town. If we are drawing fuel, a V8 ukoto 1 gallon, 1 gallon will not move it. But okuta small car. I hear in India there was a policy like that every single public officer must use a small vehicle like that, prescribed for them to and fro your office was allowed.
Ghana now,
so I am saying that
the sudden taste for
yes.
Moko London, now Moko Manchester for factories.
Yes.
The managing director of the company are our Manchester. Oruba stationing. I have full training. No drive bicycle.
Bicycle, me have seen it before. They ride the bicycle and come.
Look,
and it's normal.
MD no.
And it's normal. It's normal.
The moment in there we have a park in the bag is a bicycle. But our facility it will lock.
Today Ghana car MD of ECG. Not all right bicycle.
All right bicycle.
One kind of
obey we on here gashe. As I know here gashe trade. She okay. Okay, we no about fan bicycle.
Not way too.
I would have wished that we had DVLA.
It will V8 saloon.
You prefer to use a V8 to come out.
So the public officers will give you a V8 and
give a saloon car. You can say, oh, or trek or trek. Trek, is meant for you. But so you see, make us say because we are in power, some of us cannot just say it's largely on our attitude. Because Obeka say, when I campaign, okay, say obey say. But I'm reminding you that you also have a responsibility as a citizen of this country. But you see, the attitude of we the politicians is what causes some of them to blame us. Yamao nipejuma say ye nipejuma. The next moment you are on social media, TikTok and all that with videos showing your largesse and your lavish expenditure. Dangerous. And you can't see me.
Yeah.
I am telling you, you see ladies and men or guys who are in public service, who are politicians, who will come and be showing off.
And sometimes I don't
get it.
Or call restaurant you could no a picture Facebook.
Or that all
way no a picture.
Wa brochure no asala. No match a picture to. Ya try we kwa nonsense.
People don't gauge
we don't get the mood.
The mood of the country.
I am saying that it is our attitude that get people to insult us. And I'm not limited to MPP or NDC. All of us, all politicians. The fact that you want to portray that life, you show honorable, something for the boys, because you are on social media saying that things are good for you. Well, what you say? Yeah. So our attitude alone, because we are not modest in nature, we don't appear well. People think that yes, you are taking the country for a ride, and therefore I will blame you. Me, I'm one of the type who, inshallah, I'm very modest. Maybe I'm a phobia, say I don't care because I have been so. It doesn't mean that I don't need money and I cannot make money. I can make it. But even when I make money, try to remember, say, you have service to humanity to render. And some of us don't do this. Until when you ask me of expectation of what we get from the finance minister, I know these measures will come. The $2 billion that they intend to inject to cushioning the forex market so that at least the city stabilization in Yebenyano, I believe inshallah is something that will come.
Okay.
But they should go beyond it and also look at how the sectors are able to map. We have done it before. COVID by in so huasem yetimi ebuaye light huasem yetimi eteso emaye nipa have they forgotten. Roads are in this country. Thousands and thousands of kilometers of roads under the Nado. It's unprecedented. Nobody can say that. Even I make say 29th, Tamale. I was there for the sword cutting the last time. That's about 2 years ago. Yes, and Nife. Tamale, excellent job. Nyamiya Duma on the 29th. Nana Ado Danko Akufo-Addo shall be in Tamale. Commission this project and see that our northern part of Ghana and see that is the first time that within Tamale we have seen a facelift in terms of internal development of roads. They said Sino had the money and to me I'm telling you, and the commissioning is going to be done. It's not like the STS. STS by this name Baloni by Parliament.
Kamal. Baloni
STS almost to the attempt. They couldn't even build a single block. That measures are Ghana. Let us listen to the finance minister tomorrow. Inshallah, the president has shown commitment. Say, or you nipa beboa. Some people who call themselves social Democrats. And will never do anything social about themselves. Look, I can tell you, not even a single pro-poor policy can be pointed at by the NDs.
Kamal, Deen, Abdulai, and Yatin in Kano. Ekosiisen, but Ambrose said you are expecting something from the finance minister.
Oh, Debbie. I praise you for. Sorry, I don't know. See, the Bayani. Uncle Sifi.
Oh,
Uncle Sifi. Obi. I say a Kamal Deen. I was some of her uncle Ebu White now more than a man.
Are they?
So what any motivational speaker? What any motivational speaker? What any motivational speaker? Somebody when you flare MPP needs to make economy no one say more adding.
Motivation now.
Motivation no I'm crunching some now motivation.
Emmanuel day to me.
Jahansa.
Almost why day to me.
Motivation. ebeye se kwamfo anakomo ko no enu no obi you see the ya kan se kan nyina akwa yan kan nyina akwa obi Nana Akufo-Addo so ka kire Ghana fo 2016 se to abama na oba obetete fa anwo obo so ama Ghana fo nyina wanka se Ghana fo nyina ate
The usual.
Debi Nana Akufo-Addo kan wo so oba obetete fa anwo so ama Ghana fo nyina ate ba me aka se o men kura ne ehia besia ni se age besia na ebetimi aye rotos agi sika dia aye ne anka se development ni ehia hwe Dr. Bamiane kan na obi ka kire m se me enyi wo mu ni esan se saa ta no policy no mo ya no mo da Ghana fo na no mu Ghana fo did they find Ghanaians so unsuspecting as obi a manage political science ho ensem a ye ka kire o me to abama your platform no eno ni social contract ya o mu gina so ne ye san enti na duru ho na o ma dwene o mo se de wo kan ne de wo manifesto mu no ense ni ane ato abatia de na Akufo-Addo ne ba o me akan ye no eno na Ghana for say omunye and iron rods one ton say almost 8,200 and che bia na a little about 4,800 and Akufo-Addo ne ba me mrantie ntimi nsidan. This is a fact nobody can deny and so obi ka say and obi hear politics no ma constructive criticisms anami hu de nipa npe so kire because we no many o ma Ghana fo gina so to abama na Akufo-Addo ani ba o mia enti nyese bia ya na politics ya manfo de ne sorry ye no kwa. I'm a student of politics. I'm interested in politics. I'm interested in the Ghanaian economy. Me de new man to Tony Oma Hua. The na Akufo-Addo ne ba mia ka so ombe enye no na omo ba ya omo yi. Kama na o try so be rationalization bi se o amaya hodo wa aka nyina fa anwo bo aye din enye Ghana nkoa ne ho nkeka ho. So uko United Kingdom sisi a uko UK abroji memu a obi ya adwuma 8 hours in a day a yemano 9.18 almost can reference pounds
sterling.
Yes, per every hour. And you saw here 8 hours yemano 720 with the bag and sikama 7.2 million Ghana cedis just 1 hour pay uko UK sisi a eno average minimum wage a bind the merge my for uko US a $10 every hour average minimum anye bi obi abanye US hour bia de man no to ye 1 hour bia de bag and sikama obenya 597 cedis a day. Ghana ha average minimum wage yes see ameno ka say 13.2 Ghana cedis. Enti so ka say fu abo odin wa America ni UK enti fu abo me ye din wo Ghana ha na won pese obe kan kura akire Ghana fo enti na mse Kamal Deen no ntimi kan nsem ni. Last month busumi sun ye obi controller for the adwumafo vouchers for various banks adwumafo ye adwuma ma aban adwuma na aban nya sika ntu omoka the vouchers went for like 3 days 4 days na aban nya sika ntu adwumafo ka. Yes, I'm telling you we can find out. Aban promises so betua aban adwumafo ka 7% ewo 2022 busa adwumafo a omahu sa ade no wo mpe slip so. Professor Ambrose ne John Mama na omutua adwumafo ka ema omu de efe ni relativity allowances. You get the point? Enti mu raise Ghana for hope sa konsoro sa. Yes, slogan se kan sem bebre. Enene ahụ kire aba. Ti na make atro say, "O se ma me nka say ntwe o ma ba." And it's not about say obi eye politics kwa ana say bibi etisa. Hwan na enim say ne Ghana ye dey. And if we say bro 10 Ghana cedis per liter ebo. Na o kan say COVID no keka hwe last year nkwa ye to petrol mu 21 times. O hwe S pump price a ye to no a be say 40% ye gu so no e taxes. Bola tax, one tax. Even bibi to say Esla or move to 20%. And so omo ka say Esla no a nuisance tax. And the omo kan ya Ghana for G or mudi no. And no one said na yeka. Our reference point is the promises they made, and not because somebody wants to criticize them. Baby, I'm with you do. Me can't go for the ministers. What for? Be jina wa no don say guachi. No wa kan school a call ye more than more wabo. We kwa ha ni aboy and say mama pra. Me as a young Ghanaian, me no ka say. I go for the abani share say na me hu say obe freely. Oh yes. Na say na if you see twin problems me you know. Your balance of payment problems. Primary balance, your problems were. And your issues with our deficit. So what you say?
Yes.
It is because you overspend it. You see, you want to buy a diamond Ambrose. How many ministers now shall see? What it now buying shall see? And then I make out yourself hard time. Now you know the effect of credibility and the fiscal space are near war from the enhanced credit facility. Or men you train your own pet and a problems. I shall say ever. And the NEC cannot man, the Ajia Twanwa, yet the Nina to NC home. The debate to me for car, now a problem. And the enemy who say, Nana Kufa to say, Council of State for Omobet or Malawances, so Anna. Mahon's will be so proposing say ministers and parliamentarians or Monson enter or market to your homogeneous. Penoforiata Brody can do 11 in parliament no MPs in the cars or Mompin. One casa buying expenditure, what is 20%?
Yes.
Uni my dear, what is? Are you aware? Do you know? And one say, I remember no nada, among kind of crunch nada because say total expenditure now like project around 130 billion Ghana cedis. Now could you 20% free swap. I was saying to me, 20 billion around 28 billion Ghana cedis.
Now, so you would see that after the fact. You cannot see it now.
After which fact?
And when the allocations have been done, then you would see, say, okay, the allocations were reduced by 20%.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
No, yeah.
But how would you see?
There be on areas are wakati. On and say makati X, Y, Z, E, W. So speak along country.
20%. No?
Yes,
Kojo upon Krumaba had 3 days ago, Mibusano. And now, or say the 20% no essential in this. I buy allocations ama ministries, department agencies. It is our locations now called ministries, department agencies. No, so one location here 10 cities are. Yeah, amount 10 cities in here so by 20. Obia here will be cut by 20. That's the point he made.
One year next man, Oko Pentecost.
Could you upon Darby Uncle Pentecost?
Okay. And come to you, Biatcher, but Uncle Bidia, I'm 2 I say. What do you say? Indeed, your work will be a toasum.
Now, at the end, a woman and towas.
No, ministry, dear Ben, or what is by how much? By what figure?
Every ministry, department, agency allocation is being reduced by 20%.
It's not true. Say no medical presidency. Already budget. Come on, coach. Already budget, not presidency. One more allocation.
Yes.
Why I said 3 billion Ghana cedis. Me boy catch them. Me boy. I tell me can't. My man figure the mboa catch them. Not if want to say mboa. What are they doing to that place?
So Becca allocations don't better so by 20%.
Inbuilt in the deficit now. You want. Hey, the friend discretionary spending.
Yes, that is what they are reducing.
Ministries what they Omo yende.
Discretionary
spending. And do say buy me can't hear back what don't say buy no. What do you pack away? The percentage of capital expenditure to GDP. Only 5%. What do you pack check?
Asempa FM.
And to make this kind on consumption. Adodo dear. Yeah, for Lupre, yeah, Daddy William and Honky Count. No man, meaningful play, no, to have 15,000 pounds per hour. You can afford, come on, a good father said, maintain. Nana, show boy. After the other drew the idea, no, walk out, you yes, for commercial jet, and I'm and did that didn't see ye. Well, who's a neighbor? So I say, oh, man, beyond you, I feel crown a message.
You end in 2 minutes.
Me in 2 minutes. Let me make my 2 minutes. No, Ambrose. Kamadi. Zezia me papa Angaloti. One kasama NDCB.
Yes.
Kamadi is here MPP ni. And I me show montem.
Yes.
Na me come as a man.
That's not
Me
my
papa so
time.
no so be kasa. When so be kasa. So one 10 minutes, I want 20. One ma me 10. Enti me also uja me na me
wakasa bro 10. But
the point I want to make is say and you be brain na Kufuor ne ba me akan. Ba me akan say be me kai pa. Was it when in doubt? Check the exchange rate. And I want to work as asem. And the CD to the dollar na say.
Only we can
No, 8.95. Say. CD to the dollar na when nam. So on the American.
I think it's my main check.
Oh bia yedi wagana ha.
Obi.
Dabi oni anya botira no wo. No kura na America, you know, o tia the American no. So what you say?
Yes.
Yeah. At the end of this year, now we compare 3 billion euro bonds. So okay, when you say Gabi tweety, so we compare $3 billion euro bond. No we call no anye. Anya no na we dey show up seeding. Into we buy send your economy any structural challenges no. Deen na we matimi aya fa ho. Enti artificial we compare say sika be gu system na seed na nya hoden na ya boy ensem. Enti na am say euro bond na je no. Kanu for yata na Kufuor ne ba mia we policy. Na Kamal, o say
and I say I don't know, but we know tells me 7.5.
Oh, no here Debbie. Oh, no here. It will be 7.5 say. Just saying, if you ma obi I busy kaka. Now say my year tamale interchange.
Yeah, you end on that.
Tamale rose ni nyina no, tamale town rose ni nyina hwan na ye. Say e ba infrastructure there. Ni pe wa ye University of Ghana, e branch medical center. COVID-19 chi mo mpanyimfo ho na omkoje nkwa. John Mama buy na ye, ni obi na ye. Sika John Mama ji ye na mo bo na chiri bra say, waji 120 billion Ghana cedis as of December 2016. Na say John Mama na ye head of the economic management team of Professor Ambrose Aban. I don't know about president. There be na the Kufuor yen ba me ankan. You can't delineate John Mama from Atamils. Ono na no head of the economic management team. Enya no kure. Na what interchange. Circle Dubai interchange. Any new market sia ideas carry. O say. Ananya Domane Pokwas interchange.
Oh, why do this to Ghanaians?
The loan for the approval of the Pokwas interchange.
Who constructed it?
Oh,
The son who built it?
na me for we sika gu ho mamia.
Okay, Ambrose, your friend is saying, NA 23rd, right? In the US dollar to Bank of Ghana, BOG.gov.gh. Buying 7 cedis, 1087, it is 7.10. Selling 7.1159. Yeah, BOG. Yes.
Okay.
And mid rate near 7.1123.
Okay.
This is BOG, Bank of Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do the Uya. What say? Somebody didn't trust say. That be na Obi. What do you mean by my intro?
What did you say?
I said, "We are not no quote black market rate."
No. What do you be a phone line? No. Me say 8.95. What do you be a line? Opa be no be a phone line.
No, but the disparity will be too wide.
No.
BOG.
No problem. You can argue about the disparity.
Okay.
But there be a line na nko form fresh say. Say figure ya boy. And one year turn we promo.
I'm for the messages, Baba.
Oh yeah, my opa man nko form message. Me say. City to dollar ni say sia no.
Saying it here.
Okay. Because where they who be bebre.
Mama na say inti official BOG said the Macan 7.10 buying, 7.115 selling. The British pound sterling no 9.38 buying and a 9.39 selling. Okay, that's where we are. But Ambrose, Mamintia Chairman Allotey. Why? We are. I'll let you wrap up. Mamintia. Chairman.
Yes. The Ojikani the Ministry of Finance and then the economic management team through the Ministry of Finance. Majis the NMB or policy be or formulated them policy now. They need to sit with stakeholders. That has been the problem of successive governments. What should them what draw up policies? When it comes out, it doesn't work. You see, you need to enter into the mind of Ghanaians. especially when it comes to the managers of the economy. Look, I don't see the Ministry of Finance and other affiliated ministries that deals with our economy as being managers of the economy. The ordinary woman sitting at Agbogloji, at Malata Market, Guta, Ghana Traders Association, Ghana Importers and Exporters of various goods into the country. Look, we need to sit down with them as government. Look, these are the problems that we are facing. The more taxes, this is what we intend the taxes for the benefit of you and I. But immediately there are certain policies, the GRA and then the Ministry of Finance will raise some tax idea. Then amount from pepper, then they will start to sabotage. One thing since you are increase the taxes in Israel, every and kadam, be reduce the taxes. Now more taxes now consultancy yentomo. Aban yeboko demonstration. Aban who disassociate ourselves with you because we believe the a capitalist economy built. You are not giving us the air to breathe until we will go against you. But you see there, something, what has happened? There is a need after the cabinet meeting at Pedwasi. Various economists within government don't stay in your office and think that it is easy to implement those policies. Engage the people. Like recently we've spoken about it and you started engaging Ghanaians about the e-levy. Nothing is ever late. But if you look at the opposition, it will look like the machinery of government is coming to a halt. And they will even precipitate, in a way, even help it. They will open the way. They will build up the structures. They will talk about it to convince Ghanaians that, oh, Charlie, there's no hope. Ghana, it's better you travel somewhere. But those who have even traveled are talking about what is happening in their various areas of where they live. And I mean, look, we are in a crisis. But this is the time for all of us as Ghanaians. Which way? To resolve economic crisis. MB Peter, MB time aussi. Mahama, Mahama stroke, Mill stroke, Mahama aussi. Mill stroke, Mahama aussi. And what is different? The difference is that Ghanaians will not want to change their habitual character. They will always want to live like they were living. No Ghanaian will want to be stifled. No Ghanaian will want to be imprisoned. So there's the need for us to create a platform to engage Ghanaians as a government. And that resolves problem. It pushes away suspicion. Na discount there. Which gan Jesus ya MPP for ni na wo chomo do bia na yefun ya dem say. Now, look at them. Wonder. And I know this government is doing so well. I'm telling you, I said this government is doing so well. So what Ghanaians need to do is to change their perceptions and look at it in the way there. Oh, and 2 more share difficulties or whatever. Give them more years, because when you have a government staying in power for longer, the country becomes prosperous. The country sees progress. People become happy. But you see, we've gone to mix. We've gone away with our African traditional system of governance, and we've gone for Westminster and then the American system, fusing them together and then work according to power. Once upon a time, when you have victory, you were jumping yay. Today, when you don't have victory, they are evil. And this is the time, and we are building that kind of mentality. And we are impacting that kind of mentality on our kids and the young ones coming up. Oh, in more yet, because we are not in power. Things doesn't favor us. So what will favor us as a nation? We don't look to ourselves as political entity. Yes, we are as political entities. But it is now time for Ghanaians to decipher from what the opposition is saying and what government is doing. For me, I say this government is doing well and they need more time. But what they lack is engaging Ghanaians, engaging stakeholders or managers of our economy. And I want to tell the Minister of Finance, he is not the manager of our economy. It is the market woman. Because they can determine prices beyond your reasoning.
Yeah.
The petrol akoso kiti bi obefi burger or the burger tomatoes baban, she will determine the price. The price is hakinya bepera obisuru bottle no zako ni fie nyim no wa akahihye no wa ton. Do you know what it means? You are not the manager. Because we go and buy and we feel it. So if you want to succeed and you want people to understand what is happening and your solution to the problems, you don't go and sit at the radio station and talk about it. Engage the people in the various areas that they are. Sit down. Yeah, you will queen modest. You will good and painful. Sit them down. Tell them 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Now 1 + 1 is 4, which is something that is unbelievable. So what do we do? The man dissect, no be other ideas. Until it's real basa. What's it? It's cool on pam. And it's no what for don't address the nation just about no. Call them for a meeting. This is what I'm about to do. This is what we have decided. What do you say? Now you collect some wisdom from them, add it to what the cabinet decision, what cabinet has decision that cabinet has taken, and then you come on air. And obi respond unless the opposition go yeah yo.
Chairman Allotey Jacobs and Yeten Kano. Kamal, Deen, Abdulai, memory house phone, and I will show you Yapon. Ose. No one time, Abo. Oh, dab. I was here and
hikes in fuel prices. Passing air suspend flights to Hope due to incessant prices. Increase in prices. Passing air. Almost flight a co no major is a fan when a boy do. The
other cities, ne?
No, this is what I'm telling you.
I'm
unable to speak to the other cities.
Where
was city?
Oh, flight in Debia on Yama.
No, I see fan what boy then. So about go one more cow. Fan what boy into was he won't go. Obi no go come see a carry driver 3 petrol and Sanya Kutuaka.